All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of We Love Wrestling with your hosts, Josh and Rusty. Rusty, what's up, man?
Oh, I'm getting a sense of deja vu right now. It's weird.
It is weird. Man, this episode really knew how to make an entrance the first time.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're going to have to re-record that entrance.
But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, we are re-recording this episode and another one as well because we ended up losing the episode.
It was me. I forgot to hit a button. I'm stupid.
He has already been sufficiently.
But yep, here we are recording today's episode, which is about entrances. Should be a good one. We rewrote kind of the topics that we covered in the first one, so hopefully we can touch on that because we had some really good stuff in that first recording.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed to hear.
I was hella disappointed
because that was a really good episode.
It was.
We made some great points, had some good insights, made
some good bits.
Yeah, there were some really funny bits in there. But we're doing something a little new for the podcast today. It's a new concept we're working on. It's called notes.
Yeah, we actually wrote out notes. We're being professional about this shit. Rusty, you got anything new going on?
Well, nobody wants to hear about the boring stuff I've been up to recently.
You got your car fixed?
Yes, finally. It's been quite a while since I took it into the shop, but it's finally done and fixed.
It looks nice. I have some stuff going on.
Let's hear it.
Tuesday, I start my new job as a professional beer pong referee / host.
Yeah, I remember when you told me about that. You had called me earlier this week.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, honestly. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Professional beer pong host, and I believe referee as well.
Yeah, referee. I wear a referee shirt. He's like, you already have your own, right? I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't really fit me.
So are you also security? You carry I know it's beer pong and not wrestling, but you carry a steel chair for security just to be safe.
That's a good idea.
Or a kendo stick. More portable.
Chugging a beer while holding it. Who am I, the fucking Sandman? But no, although I do have a joke I plan on making. I hope somebody slightly cheats or breaks a rule.
What a sentence.
Because I'm going to be like, hey. My other job is pro wrestling referee. I'd have to be blind, but here I'm not blind. Oh, man. It should be a lot of fun, though. So if you're local and you're looking to meet me, you can always show up at Brothers Bar on campus between 9 and 10, or 9 and wherever the games end on Tuesday nights. Come see me and have some fun. It's a free event. The winning team gets a $50 gift card to the bar and medals awarded like you're an Olympian by me. It's pretty sick. Free event, and you get a $50 gift card if you win. Can't go wrong with that.
No, you can't.
Yeah. So,
I'd probably go, but Tuesday nights are kind
for working people.
Yeah,
no, I feel you. Even I don't have anything going on in the evenings, but even I'm gonna be like, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm not giving your boss our time, but Tuesday nights, that's kind of a random night to choose.
Not on campus at the bars. Yeah, it should be Thursday. Whatever. You know what? I am so good at being a host, I will drive in attendance. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
It's not true. Not at first. Not the first episode. Not the first show. Event. Whatever. Anyways, so speaking of main events, you got anything else before we move on to our main event?
No, nothing that people would actually want to hear about on a podcast.
I just gotta say, if you're looking for a big laugh, just search Shannon Sharp R-Truth. I'm not gonna get into it more than that.
I mean, it's wrestling related.
Yeah,
kind of.
it's our truth. That man is a fucking national treasure. I hope he never dies. All right, we'll move on to our main event. Rusty, what do you think makes an entrance work?
Well, there's a lot of criteria. I think it basically what an entrance has got to convey to the crowd or to anyone watching at home. It's got to get the gimmick across. Who you are, what you care about, why you're there, etc.
If you're a good guy or a bad guy.
Yeah, if you're.
I know that's pretty basic, but I see a lot of people on the indies, and it's difficult on the indies because a lot of times you're coming out to a crowd that doesn't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
So your entrance should convey if you're a dick or you're a nice guy, right? Like, essentially, the best local wrestler at that is Jeremy Hadley. Jeremy Hadley. If nobody knows who he is, look him up online. He's your president of the United States, Jeremy Hadley. I don't want to get political on here, but he is my president. Okay. Anyways, he's incredible because as soon as he walks through the curtain, doorway, whatever have you at that event, he is screaming at the top of his lungs to the crowd to shut up. Like, they hadn't even reacted yet. And he's like, shut up! Shut your mouth! They hadn't even started, but then they immediately start booing and start making noise because he's telling them to shut up.
Big deal. I do that whenever I meet wrestling fans all the time, and I'm not a wrestler.
Oh, man.
No,
Hadley's fucking incredible. I know we talked about him on the Kripke episode, but I feel like he might come up a lot.
But I have been to some of the shows that he was on before, and yeah, I absolutely know what you mean. As soon as he comes out the curtain, you know exactly what this guy's gimmick is and what his deal is and what he's about.
Yeah, and he's also one hell of a follow on social media, and he's Taylor's version of pro wrestling. Anyways. I love him. Anyway, I hate him, but I love him. You know what I mean? Anyways, what I'm getting at, though, is he's really good at immediately conveying that emotion. What emotion he wants to get from the audience, which is hate.
Exactly. It's the big things, but it's also the subtle things. You know, the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, I've seen good examples of that too.
The facial expressions.
Sometimes it's subtle, but sometimes, crowd doesn't know how to react, and you just kind of look at them with derision. Like a good example of the look I'm talking about is when Loki and the Avengers, it just kind of looks at somebody, and he's like, "Ugh, this lower being." Yeah. That look is how you get heat without yelling at people to shut up.
Right.
So, that's pretty much spot on, I would say, of what makes an entrance work. And also good music. Although I do find it really funny when the music doesn't match.
Yeah. You know what's a great example, I think, of someone coming out and their music does not match the character they're trying to get across at all.
Who's that?
Originally, do you remember the B Team?
Who is in that?
It was originally Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Okay. And wasn't
they were their original music was like this, amp you up, hard rock.
Wasn't the one man band, baby? Wasn't he on there too? Wasn't he?
Slater? No, I don't think he was on the beat.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But
they weren't.
But originally it was like this really just power hard rock music that did not fit these goofballs coming out of there. Then they later they changed it to more of like a fun, lighthearted chant that actually matched them. But originally it was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, Dallas, what has he done lately? I don't know. If anybody out there has seen him lately, just give him a howdy for me. Anyways.
Did you come up with that on the spot?
Yeah, I did. Dude, they're doing great. A lot of people are getting annoyed by the whole thing, and I think it's awesome.
Some people are just going to be annoyed by anything.
Wrestling fans are fickle.
They are. like forgetting the Daniel Bryan meme for a second. Wrestling fans really are fickle.
They really are. I know I'm saying it like that as a meme, but I also completely admit it.
I mean,
even I'm fickle sometimes.
I would say, it's kind of part of being a wrestling fan. But
that's true.
But I mean, they're almost as bad as Star Wars fans.
Almost. And this is coming from somebody who made a living on Star Wars fans.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
right.
A good segue into wolfgarprops.com. No. By the way, that still is a good promo, and we still love Wolfgar, by the way. I'm no longer working there. It's okay. Still partnering and still friends with them over there. We love them. I still go to all the parties that we have over there. So I'm still part of the team without being part of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So to get back to the criteria for a good entrance.
Yeah.
On bigger scales, you can't really, for obvious reasons, you can't really focus on this too much on an indie level. But for bigger promotions, it's also things like lighting, pyro, things like that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the we should definitely put best pyro in here. Best pyro, absolutely. We'll talk about that later. Be thinking about that.
I already have two different choices for it.
Somebody other than Edge.
Believe it or not, Edge was not.
Okay. We'll talk about Edge's pyro later then. Anyways, so Rusty, having said all of that about what makes an entrance work, let's start right off from the best. Who do you think, given all of those criteria, will cut that whole silence out?
Yeah.
I mean, wait, cut? No, there's no cuts here.
No cuts.
We told you, damn it. Yeah. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson,
old man?
Giving all that criteria, who would you say has the best in general entrance? Because we're going to talk about one-offs and like switches and stuff later, but like in general, their normal entrance, who would you say has the best entrance of all time?
I
just remembered who you said.
Yes. So mine is a tie between two different ones, and they both give off. It's almost as if they're two sides of the same coin in the way. Let's start with Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg, especially his WCW entrance, was just insane. You know, you start off in the back with him headbutting his door open.
Never bled. Not that I know. He never bled from doing that, right?
Not in WCW, I believe.
Yeah.
But
he's not like Sandman bleeding before he even...
And then I believe he even had security detail when it showed him walking from the back, like not when he came out onto the stage.
Yeah.
But when and then, you know, it cuts to the stage and, you know, it starts raining this shower of sparks.
Yeah. I always love the shower of sparks. For anybody that did it, Randy Orton did a really good curtain sparks too. But, yeah.
And, you know, there's the fog near the bottom. And then you see this just enormous guy built like a Greek god just to walk through the shower of sparks. And he he like exhales the smoke like it's nothing.
When he returned to WWE originally, like his old man return, does that make sense?
Yeah.
He did a promo, like a vignette, and he exploded out of like a shed or something, and he breathed out, and it was during the height of like we get it, you vape memes. So actually, I shot a screenshot of that, and I made a meme that says, "We get it, Goldberg, you vape." Oh man, that was one of my favorite memes I ever made. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
But the guy, it really did a great job conveying, like, this guy, he is here to hurt people in as quick a time as he can, and he does not care what you think of him.
Yeah.
Like I said, the guy, it almost came off as like a Greek god in a way.
Mm-hmm. To me, Goldberg's entrance always felt like a professional, like a UFC fighter or something, because he like had a group of people with him, and he's like shadow boxing on his way out to the ring, and just walking like an absolute badass, and it really felt like, oh shit, Goldberg's gonna beat somebody up, like legitimately, yeah, like whoever's in the ring better watch the fuck out. And then he gets out there, and it's Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. And then we're all very sad. His entrance, though. We're talking about the entrance, not the performance.
Hey, I actually kind of like that match.
Oh, no. Rusty.
It's not good if you go in there expecting, like, a traditional wrestling match. But if you basically are just accept when you watch that match that, oh, it's just... They're just gonna do their two big moves each over and over again.
Well, here's
it's actually pretty entertaining.
I mean the original.
Oh, okay.
Because Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, the Redux or the redo was a little better.
Okay.
I mean the original with Stone Cold as the guest host or the guest referee.
Yeah. You're talking about the 20 match. My bad.
Holy shit, it was bad.
Yeah, that was.
But the redo was better. It was just them hitting spear and jackhammer and spear.
Yeah, spear, jackhammer, suplex,
F5 over. Yeah, it wasn't good, but it was significantly better than that.
It wasn't a good wrestling match, but it was an entertaining.
Yeah, the issue with the first one is they just circled each other for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and boy, did the crowd make it obvious how
really
they felt.
Shit on it so hard. Stone Cold gave the only good part of that match, which was Stone Cold. It was stunning everyone. Everyone. I like to think that wasn't even planned. He was like, this sucked.
The whole crowd was like, can you both lose somehow?
1, 2, 3. With both hands. Anyways, no, but getting back to his entrance, I always actually really liked his entrance. And yeah, that Shower Sparks was sick.
Right. The other one was The Undertaker. And honestly, I could go into detail on it, but I think anyone who's listening to this knows The Undertaker, they know his entrance, and they know why it works.
Yeah.
Yes, it is on the premise for his entrance on paper is silly. But like a lot of things in wrestling, if you get the right guy...
The whole gimmick of The Undertaker is silly, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I mean, that is a stupid gimmick. Look, am I saying it is a stupid gimmick now, having seen the career of The Undertaker? No, he fucking killed it. It's the coolest gimmick of all time.
Oh, yeah.
But if we take all of the history away and we just hear undead caretaker...
Undead cowboy wizard.
Yeah, undead cowboy wizard? That is fucking stupid.
It's pretty ridiculous.
There is no one else on this planet who could have pulled that off like Mark Calloway did.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
But yeah, it's not it's not my favorite return entrance. So I'm going to talk about it now. I think it was WrestleMania 21 when he had been the American Badass. He had been gone for a long time, and then he came back as the Undertaker.
Wait, what number did you say
I think
it was?
21.
No, that was 20, I want to say.
It could have been.
Because 21, he faced Randy Orton.
Oh. Yeah. Who did he face at 20?
I believe that was the one where he returned as the Dead Man and faced Kane.
I think you're right. Yep. But I think at that one they had hands pop up out of the smoke.
No, that was
fucking awesome.
Well,
I don't know. I mix a lot of Undertaker's entrances up because they're all similar but fucking awesome. So it doesn't really matter. You watch any WrestleMania Undertaker entrance and it's going to be dope.
Right. The one at 21 though, they did do something. It was they covered the ground in smoke, and they had like this little lift take him down the ramp, so it looked like he was gliding down the ramp. Yeah,
that's sick. But so Taker and Goldberg, that's your favorites.
Yes. What about yours?
Okay,
fair enough. All right. Well, everyone, that's been the We Love Wrestling podcast. Thank you all for watching.
Oh man. So this it's an interesting topic because my favorite wrestler of all time is Shawn Michaels, and there's aspects of his entrance that I would say is my favorite of all time. Just the whole pose and everything with the pyro is fucking perfect. But I have to say, his music is and always has been fucking cringy. Yeah. Do I like it? No. I was gonna say yes. I don't. I get why it's legendary. I get
it's iconic.
Why it's iconic. But God, it's not good. But much like the Undertaker's stupid ass gimmick that he made work, Shawn Michaels made that entrance work.
I mean, it works because he's just a sexy boy.
He's just such a sexy boy.
And he's not a boy toy.
He's not.
Boy toy.
He's not your boy toy, for sure. I don't know who he is, but he's not your not your boy. He's somebody's, but not yours. This is a ridiculous conversation. But
yeah, no cuts.
Yeah, no cuts at all. What? Why are you mentioning cuts like there's going to be cuts in this episode, Rusty?
I don't know.
Yeah, stop it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. You feel bad? I'm sorry. No, I feel bad. Oh.
Goes and lays on the couch.
There you go. For the listeners at home, I gave Rusty a hug. All right. But having said that about Shawn, it's not my favorite entrance of all time. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm stalling a bit because I don't remember who I said is my favorite. I have so many. Randy Orton's entrance, but kind of heel Randy Orton is probably one of my favorites just because he always has the facial expression where you're like, is he all there? Is he about to murder someone? Is Randy about to murder someone?
I think he might.
I think he might just about murder someone.
You want to hear my unpopular opinion related to Randy Orton's entrance?
I do. Oh, I've already heard this.
Yes.
We talked about this the first time we recorded this.
I thought so, but just to be safe. Yes, I do not like the song Voices.
I was hoping you'd say I don't like voices. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're on a fucking podcast.
I almost, but I thought it'd be better to word it that way.
Oh man, listen. What was the other song he did?
Burn in My Light.
Burn in My Light was one of my. I listened to it constantly. Like literally, it was so good.
I love it, but I know that Randy really hated it. I saw an interview once where he said he couldn't stand it.
If I whisper it under my breath, we can't get copyright struck, right?
Is that how it works?
Anywho, dude, I listen to that on my iPod Shuffle all the time, dude.
You have an iPod Shuffle?
I had back. That's how old I am. I was aging myself.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you meant you still listen to it on your iPod Shuffle.
I remember listening to it when I worked at Kroger for $6.25 an hour. That's right. Before the minimum wage went up, I'd listen to it in my
Before all
earpods.
these dang liberals tried to hurt these poor billion-dollar companies
By making them pay us a living wage, and then didn't even do that.
Won't someone please think of the poor billion-dollar conglomerates?
Exactly. All right, this is becoming. You know what? Screw wrestling. This is about the economy now.
You know,
now us talking about it being fine. Probably gonna cut.
Yeah, that part.
You know what? I think we're rambling at this point. I might cut the whole thing, anyways. All right.
know, honestly, maybe unpopular opinion here. Podcasts don't have to be super clean. Part of the charm is just the fun of the friends talking.
Yeah, let's just chat. Forget wrestling. Let's just chat. Let's talk like gals.
You know what? Fair enough. What have you been up to this week?
I went swimming with my son and my wife yesterday. No cuts.
I wanted to listen to them talk about entrances. Now they're just being friends.
This is supposed to be about wrestling. I'm turning this off. I'm tuning into a different station. Twist the phone. No other stations are coming in. This radio sucks. It's so stupid. What are we doing? All right. We're just about to cut like 20 minutes out of that.
that was like 5.
I know. I'm kidding. Anyways. But, yeah, I think I did this the first time we recorded too. I him and Todd, and I didn't actually decide on a favorite entrance.
I can't remember what you said actually.
Because my favorites are always like one-offs or like special entrances or something like that, right?
Oh, I think I got one. I remember you talking about it, but I don't know if this technically counts as all-time entrance or one-offs. I mean, it's more than a one-off, but it's not quite a regular.
Are you talking about Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn.
The demon entrance.
Yeah, it's kind of the separate gimmick entrance is the next top, which is a good segue. One of my favorite entrances of all time is kind of a separate one that we don't see very often, but Finn Balor's demon entrance. It's just, there's something about the aura, and I know. Here's the thing. That's a Gen Z thing right now. Aura is like a Gen Z term now, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've heard the term aura before.
Oh, I know.
Gen Z
I don't know why they're trying to steal it. It's a regular word.
Darn Zoomers.
Yeah. Wait. I think it's Gen Alpha that's stealing it. Yeah, you damn.
Isn't Gen Alpha like 4 still?
No, they're in middle school.
Are they?
Yeah.
How old are the Zoomers?
We're old. High schoolers.
The Zoomers are in high school?
Yeah, dude.
I thought the Zoomers were like in middle school.
Nah. We're old.
Oh man. Wait.
Rusty, we're old.
I know I'm on the younger side of the millennial. Are you a millennial?
I'm elder millennial.
You're an elder millennial?
Yeah.
I knew I just barely made the cut for millennials.
Yeah. I barely made the cut for millennials on the other side.
Oh, you were almost
I'm 36, man.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were like 33.
Thanks, buddy. Aw.
Man.
I know. I feel old as shit, bro.
My best friend is a senior citizen.
Oh,
sorry.
no, that's funny. It's funny. I find it funny. You're fine. I'll punch you later. Just kidding.
When there's no one listening.
just no.
I'm still trying to get over that.
What?
You're 36. I'm not even 30 yet.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. I thought you were not older, but like, I thought you were closer.
I'm 29.
Shit, I am old. That's okay. You're like one of my older friends. Isn't that weird? Because I waited 7 years to go to college. And so, like, I met all of my friends in college, and so now all of my friends are like hella young.
Is that why you're so hip?
Yeah, that's why I'm so hip, and that's why I say things like "bet." I really do. That's like in my vernacular. I say it all the time. Anyways, so the whole aura around. No, it's just funny.
No, I wasn't. That was a I'm laughing clap. Great, now it's gonna throw you off.
That would be fine. But yeah, the whole aura behind the vibe, yeah, the vibe of the Demon Finn Balor gimmick is so good. And here's the other thing. I don't know if you know this, but before he joined the WWE, he was known as Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
And that paint he does for the Demon is what he did all the time. That was like his thing to do this. Like every match had a unique like design that he painted. And so when he comes out as Demon, you're like, oh.
Yeah, man, that had to take so much time to do that every single show.
I know, and he does it himself. I don't know if he still does when he does Demon. I hope so.
God, he had to get like 5. You think he carries like 5 mirrors around with him when he did that?
Probably. I do have to say this: he's the only white man that can get away with blackface, though. You know how many times I've seen him, and I'm like, ooh,
it's bordering.
It's kind of backface, but that's fine. It's fine because you're like a demon, right?
Well, I mean,
only him and RDJ. That's it.
I don't really consider
the
Demon blackface.
No, it's literally black, like the color black, not like being a person of African American descent or whatever. Like,
well, plus I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen any of the Demon entrances, but doesn't he also have like some whites and reds in there as well?
But sometimes it's like on his neck, right? So his face is black, and his neck is like normally like the teeth, like the mouth of the demon.
Yeah, that I remember.
No, it's not that. I'm just joking about the blackface. In fact, but the whole aura. We can get through this. All right, the whole aura behind the Finn Balor demon is just awesome. My favorite part of that entrance is when the music goes. And the music or the lights even go up.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's controlling the lights with his power or whatever.
Right.
It's sick. It gives me a fucking goosebumps every time. I love it. That's a great entrance. It's like I
actually kind of like the Boogeyman. I think he's just weird enough.
It's similar to Boogeyman.
Like his whole thing with clocks and the worms. Were the worms real?
Oh, for sure.
They were
100%. Yeah, they wriggled around like crazy.
So
that man's eating worms. Like
he ate the worm.
Dead
like
ass
for real.
eating worms. See, I say things like dead ass, and I'm 36. Anyways, yeah, no, he's straight up eating worms. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's dedication, or he likes them. Who knows? No judgment.
No wonder he got a Legends contract.
No judgment here.
He earned it.
I have never heard anything bad about that guy.
Yeah, same.
It's not that I've heard a lot about him, but not a single bit of it has been bad.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. But, so that leads me to separate gimmick entrances, which is our next, like, entrance topic. So I brought up Finn Balor's demon entrance, even kind of like Randy Orton during peak heel Orton days is kind of a separate gimmick because they're not the same person.
I really like John Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics.
Oh my
entrances.
god, dude! It's so good. I literally have that song entrance or that song memorized word for word.
Word life.
It's the basic economics. It's the basic economics.
Word life.
I'm untouchable, gonna force me to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, discipline. See, I'm not gonna do it because I'll get copyright struck or some shit.
Yeah, fair.
But
he had like a different. He came out and did a rap on a different rap on every opponent.
oh my god, the battle rap Cena was peak Cena in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, his disses were heinous. Just sometimes it's like, how did they let him say that shit? I swear to God.
How did he come up with that stuff? Because I'm pretty sure he said before that
it was off the cuff. Yeah. Sometimes I'm sure he wrote them ahead of time, but yeah, it was all him.
That is insane.
I mean, he was a good rapper. Here's the thing: people shit on Cena a lot, although it's getting better. People are coming around. And it seems like people love John Cena now. I love it.
It's not as bad as
his album was really good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
His album was really good.
Yeah, I got his album when it came out.
I listened to every song. There are some songs I skipped, but I had like a set of songs on that album I listened to over and over and over and over and over again. And also after the album came out, Snoop Dogg came out and said it was good too. So if Snoop endorsed it, then I can't be fucking wrong, right? Yeah. Speaking of music, and I know this is off topic, did you have the WWE Originals CD?
No.
Remember that?
I've heard of it. I never had it.
It was also really good for a completely different reason, just because it was like so interesting to hear all these wrestlers do album or songs and stuff. And do you want to know who produced that album?
Who?
Simon Cowell.
Really?
I swear to God. I just heard that the other day. I was like, what?
I was going to say, I don't remember you telling me about this.
No, I just heard this the other day. I was like, that's unbelievable. I listened to that album over and over again because there were skits with Stone Cold Steve Austin, like 4 or 5 of them, where he was about to sing a song and then beat the shit out of Jim Johnston.
No.
Or whatever, like he was fucking with Jim Johnson. But that's the first place you could hear My Time Is Now is Cena's current entrance music.
Right.
And they had like Rey Mysterio had a song called Cross the Border. Which is racist, but also the song was pretty good.
Was it?
The song was pretty good. Also, Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero have a song that was really good.
Yeah, I never listened to the album. I never had it, but I had a friend growing up who had it.
Yeah. Also, let's see if you can figure out who sang this song. I don't suck. I don't suck. I don't suck. I don't suck.
Let's see. Is it Burt Angle?
It's yeah. How'd you know?
Lucky guess.
Burt. Oh man, the song was terrible, but in the best way possible. In that way that only Kurt Angle can do. Like, just make like a tone deaf song, but make it absolutely fucking hilarious.
That man has got talent for days.
Yeah, he can do all the things. He is a serious threat, like physically, just like an incredibly gifted wrestler, but made himself a buffoon most of the time. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so good. He was so good at physical comedy. That tiny cowboy hat was one of the funniest things.
I'm just a sexy Kurt.
I'll make your ankle hurt.
Ankle hurt.
With the tiny cowboy hat. Do you remember that was Stone Cold?
Do you remember him coming out with the milk truck and shooting Stone Cold with milk?
Do you know the story behind that?
No.
So
I might.
so
Let's
the
hear it.
milk that he sprayed, that was just water that they aerated to make it look. But afterwards, he poured milk all over himself, like Stone Cold does with his beer.
Yeah.
Well, the story goes, his flight was scheduled very quickly after the show, so he had to get dressed, go straight to the airport, and fly out covered in milk.
Oh, jeez.
And he started reeking like spoiled milk on the airplane.
Oh. Oh. Pass.
Oh man, I love that. But we've gotten completely off the rails, and that's okay. That's what podcasts
Yeah, that's
are.
fine. We're having fun.
So,
the notes are guidelines.
What's
not
your like
instructions.
separate gimmick entrance favorite?
Let's
Would you
see.
say? Or do you even have one? I could ask you about one. What? Which one do you like better? Regular like Undertaker or
Or the
motorcycle biker taker?
well, it's obviously got to be the Dead Man Undertaker, but I am a big fan of Biker Taker.
What's your favorite biker taker song?
Oh, not Roland, the one,
I concur.
the other one. What was it
You've
called?
done it
Now you've gone and made a big mistake, and I can't allow.
Yeah. I don't know why people are always like rolling. Like, no, that song sucks.
I mean, the part where they actually go rolling, that part's actually catchy, but the rest of the song doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for him.
Yeah, it's almost like a.
But you done it now. That sets the tone. Like, oh shit,
You're
really-
gonna pay.
it's like it sets the tone. Like, oh shit, you've really gotten yourself in some shit now, and Undertaker's gonna beat your ass.
You have crossed a line you cannot go back to.
As he's saying, you've done it now.
You have gone and made quite a large mistake, sir.
A 7 foot,
And now,
320-pound mistake.
and now I, the Undertaker, a large and very imposing man, am going to hit you repeatedly.
Oh man. So, do you have favorite?
You
like,
know, I don't think, did we do this one on the last?
I don't know.
I don't think we did, because most of these I can remember, but I can't remember what I said last time for this.
Me neither. But to be fair, I don't remember what I had for dinner last night, and so that's why I like this because I don't know
Well, you know what I had for dinner last night?
what's that.
I actually can't remember either. What did I have for dinner last night?
Shit, I actually don't have any idea what I had for dinner.
Did I eat last night?
Now, welcome to the podcast. What did we have last night for dinner with Josh and Rusty?
Spaghetti.
Sure, you're
no,
just making
I
shit
did
up
have
now. I also had spaghetti. What the fuck?
I wish I had spaghetti last night.
Spaghetti's good as shit.
Maybe I'm gonna eat some spaghetti.
Hey. Spaghetti, reheated spaghetti is the go though.
Oh, I can't deny that.
Yeah. See, I say
the
things
trick,
like
the trick is though, when you reheat it, you gotta like put it. You gotta sprinkle some water on it.
Yup, to get the pasta nice and rehydrated,
Yeah, otherwise it'll like part of it'll be mushy and part of it'll be like
dry and sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah. How to reheat leftovers with Josh and Rusty.
If you ever want to learn how to cook anything, look up the channel How To Basic.
Yeah, how to basic. It's exactly what it sounds. Just basic how-tos. Yeah. Yeah. Good tip, Rusty.
Especially if you like anything involving eggs.
Yeah, he loves eggs on that channel. He's constantly doing things with eggs, so definitely check that out. If you're afraid of feet, though, stay away.
Yeah,
Anyway.
definitely.
Now they're like, wait a minute. So
let's go ahead and talk about best pyro.
best pyro. That's a great one. The first one that comes to mind is Edge.
Yeah, you were saying earlier that.
Just the crazy fucking pyro. It's like finale pyro 16 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's great.
I have a similar one, but slightly different. Batista's.
I was just thinking that too. Batista's like machine gun pyro.
Yeah.
So good. Look at me, I'm Batista. I fucking adore Santino Marella. Batista.
John the Baptista.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Oh God! And the best part about Santino is he was like legitimately one of the toughest people in the locker room.
You said he was like legitimately like really strong.
Yeah, he's one of the strongest people in the locker room. He was a power lifter, and he knew sambo. Like he did like legit martial arts. Like he could beat the shit out of somebody, but he just liked being the comic relief.
Fair enough.
And we loved him for it because he was so good at it.
I pity the man who would try to mug him. They'd be like, "I got a gun here, dog."
Like, I have a cobra.
And he'd reach into his pocket. He's like, "Why are you putting that sock on your arm?"
It's not a sock. It is a cobra. JTG overselling it. I loved it. All right. Anywho, sorry.
Pyro.
We are on some ADHD shit today, which is okay. It's okay.
It's fine. We're having a good music.
Oh, Kane, obviously. Kane.
Oh, Kane's pyro.
Kane's pyro.
Nuts.
I watched a video the other day of Jonathan Coachman. You remember when the announce table was right by the stage?
Yeah.
And it was King, JR, and then Jonathan Coachman in the middle. And Coach had it. He was like leaned back with his feet up on the desk. And they were talking about something. And then Kane's pyro hit right behind them. And Coachman literally fell out of his chair. It was so funny.
I think I know the one you're talking about. Isn't that from the era like right after Kane unmasked?
Probably, yeah.
That was also a good era. That was also a good entrance. I'm not sure if you remember that. He after he took off his mask, he had like a towel he kept draped over his face.
It was creepy as shit.
And he had a security detail come down with him, and he was wearing a bunch of chains. I think he was wearing a bunch of chains.
But he definitely had a security detail, and it definitely gave the vibe of, hey, if we weren't here, that man might attack the audience or like whoever's around. Yeah.
That scared me as a kid.
It was scary. It was legit scary.
I was legitimately terrified of Kane after he unmasked.
Kane was awesome. I do have to say he turned into a shithead, but whatever. That's political. Kane was super fucking awesome. And legitimately, like, incredibly strong. Like, people don't realize how strong Kane was.
Yeah.
Ask anybody back then, and Kane was damn near the strongest person in the locker room. For such a big guy, normally they aren't actually all that strong. They're just strong because they're so big. Kane could legitimately, like, pick up a house. Like, Kane was just like, I don't know, like a tree. It's just like a safe tree. You could just climb up there and read a book.
Speaking of trees, did you ever hear that story about Chris
Masters? Yeah, I knew exactly where you were going. That's legitimately one of my favorite fucking stories.
Just rips a tree out of the.
He's like, "Oh, somebody's holding my mom hostage."
No, it wasn't. I guess the fire was holding her hostage.
Well, yeah, she had somebody break into her house and then set her house on fire or something, right?
Oh, I thought there was just a fire.
There was an attacker.
Oh, okay.
But I think there also was fire involved. But he's like, how do I solve this problem? Let me just uproot a fucking tree and break the window. Oh my god!
I mean, he was already like pretty strong, and then you throw in that adrenaline.
That's some superhero shit. You think he put that tree in the master lock to rip it up? I mean, honestly, it would be a good like method to rip a tree. I bet he did somewhat. You know?
I mean, it depends on how big the tree is and if he could reach any other roots.
Uprooted that fucking thing. That's crazy.
I mean, it couldn't have been like a huge tree.
No, but still.
But yeah, even so, he still uprooted a tree.
Let me that's some superhero shit for real, though. Like, that's crazy.
Giving tree, more like giving this tree the master lock.
Giving tree, more like give me this tree. Well, I hate laughing at my own jokes.
Yeah,
that was good. All right.
That's such a sad book.
I've never read it.
You never read The Giving Tree?
Give me a whole synopsis on this wrestling podcast right now.
Okay, real quick. Giving Tree is a book about this kid who lives next door to this tree, and the tree like gives him all these apples to eat and lets him sit under it, and as he gets older, it lets him. I think I haven't read it in ages, but it also lets him build a. It also lets him build a
like a tree house,
a swing, I believe, on it, and the tree's just like, I don't care as long as you're happy, kid. And then he comes back as an adult years later after abandoning the tree, and he's like, oh, I need a house for my family to live in. And the tree's like, go ahead and cut me down.
Built the whole tree?
Yeah,
he built the whole house out of one tree?
I guess so.
Shit.
Yeah, he cuts down the tree and uses it to build a house for his family, and he abandons the tree again. Now it's just a stump.
That's fucked up.
It is! After all that tree did for him. And then he comes back when he's an old man, and the tree is like, bro, I have nothing left to give you. I'm just a stump now. I'm the giving stump. And the kid's like, oh, or the old man is like, no, I just want a place to sit now. And the tree's like, yeah, just go ahead and come sit on my stump. And he does, and I believe that's where the book ends.
The tree fucking kills him.
Not
enough.
It's a really sad.
That sounds sad.
I'm 90% sure it's a metaphor for being a parent.
Yeah, that tracks. That totally tracks. Anywho, we just took a brief break to run a synopsis of
on the Giving
random fucking book.
Random kids book. Some of which I'm not even sure.
I hope it's wrong. And I hope
it's completely wrong and people are like, Rusty's an idiot. But you'll be the one who reads them because I don't.
I haven't seen a single. We haven't gotten a single.
We haven't.
No.
Why are we so worried about
it's okay. Because if we do have an episode that blows up, or in the future we blow up, then people will go back and listen to these.
True.
We got to make sure they're evergreen, and we can't say things like. Oh, no, I was gonna.
Like,
we can't, Rusty. We can't say things like "beep." Did nothing wrong. Okay.
Wait, you mean we can't say beep?
Oh my God, Rusty, we might have to cut for the first time.
Oh wow, that was
Jesus Christ, man.
That was monstrous. Where did that come from?
I don't know, but your mouth unhinged like a snake. That's terrifying. Anyways.
I think I'm a bad person.
Rusty needs to go to church after this, and I'm not even a Christian. Anyways. All right, so let's move on from Pyro.
The Giving Tree. You gotta leave that bit in.
Oh, we're going to. Oh, okay. My favorite entrance of all time is Lance fucking Storm.
Oh, go ahead and sing his entrance music for us.
Oh, Canada. Nope. I'll be honest. I have been looking at more of Lance Storm things, and dude is actually legitimately fucking awesome. I know we meme a lot about him here, but like,
oh yeah, he's legitimately incredibly talented.
Yeah. I could not tell you. If you played his music right now, I'd be like, was that his music? Huh. I have no idea.
Yeah.
How about, since we just did Pyro, let's move on to music. Who do you think, in your opinion, has the best entrance music for their character?
I mean, it may be the recency bias affecting me, but I do really like Cody Rhodes' music.
Yes.
Kingdom is a really solid song.
It really is. And then the whole, whoa, it works so well. I watched a video the other day. It was showing how WWE Pyro works, and it was to that. And they like the whole whoa. I like that they wait until after the whoa to hit the pyro, so the crowd gets there. Whoa.
Yeah, so it's not drowned out by the pyro.
Yeah. But it was very interesting. But another recent one, Rhea's music is fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Look at my eyes when I die.
One entrance music we talked about a little bit before was CM Punk's original one in WWE, This Fire Burns.
Yes, my gym music. I haven't been to the gym for a while, but man, when I used to hit the gym, dude, I'd put on that song and it'd make me want to run for miles. Just, it pumps me up so hard.
Yeah, I actually went back and re-listened to it shortly after we recorded this episode last time. I know what you mean. It's really hype music.
Makes me want to do the wrist thing.
Yeah.
Like you always did. Yeah. If you're a wrestling fan, you've done this.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. You can picture it. We don't have to describe it. You can picture that. It's the wrist thing.
We've actually been doing it every single episode.
We do it the whole time. Our wrists are very sore.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, the whole time we hold up our finger for the tribal chief to acknowledge him. Listen, I think Cult of Personality was like such a good music choice for him.
Absolutely.
Like, especially at the time, it was fucking perfect. And did you know that song's from like the 70s, right?
Yeah.
This was the height of CM Punk's popularity in his first WWE run. He took a song from the 70s that was essentially like dead, and it became number one on iTunes. I know he had to get permission from Living Colour to play it, but I like to think that he didn't. And then Living Colour, like the band members were just like sitting at home, and all of a sudden they get this fucking check for like a crazy amount. Because when you get paid based on how many plays you get, I like that they're just like, all right, let's see what's in the mail. Holy shit! Like, oh my god! They're not that old. I don't know why I was like, holy shit! Like they're like 90, but you know what I mean. I know that's not how that worked because they had to get permission. He had to get, like legal rights and stuff. But I don't know. That's the version I play in my head. That's Josh's version of pro wrestling, not Taylor's.
Fair. That's your headcanon for the world.
Yeah, exactly. But it is crazy. They took a song from the 70s that everybody kind of knew, but it really had like fallen by the wayside and just made it number one. Like Joe Hendry making his entrance music number 1 in the UK charts and number 4 in the US charts. And that's his original fucking song.
That is nuts. To be able to break outside the wrestling sphere and make a splash there.
Yeah. Now he was already in a band before he became a wrestler. So he was already kind of a thing.
Oh,
not super popular, I don't think. But
I'm also a big fan of Jericho's 1 in 8, his entrance song in AEW, Judas.
Oh yeah, well I mean, that's a legit like rock song, right?
Yeah.
Fozzy, not my favorite band, but they had some bangers. And I remember when Chris Jericho was on this show.
Not this show, not the one where.
Yeah, no, he was on our show. What, you don't remember?
I don't actually.
We had Chris Jericho on. It was way back when episode 4.
It was back in episode Episode -98.
Yeah, in my head. No, he was on the show that me and my mom were watching once. It was like celebrities singing, and I always thought that Jericho being on that show was a little bit of a cheat because my man like went on tour.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of celebrities are multi-talented, and even though they might be known for acting or whatever, they can also sing.
Yeah, but he had already had Fozzy. He already had been on world tour. I feel like it was a little bit of a cheat. Like, yes, he's most known for being a pro wrestler, but my man has a very professional like rock band. It's kind of seemed not fair. He didn't win though, so I mean, I guess it was kind of fair. You got any more music that you want to bring up?
I'll probably think of something later when I'm on.
When we're on a completely different topic, or like when you're on,
or I'll be going to bed tonight, and right as I fall asleep, I'll be like, "Crap! I should have mentioned this."
There's been so many. Doctor of Thugonomics, the Cena's original. Well, not as original because there's original when he was when he first came out. It was just some like random fucking music that nobody cared about. And then he became Doctor of Thugonomics and did the whole. Yeah. That song was a banger. But I do know all the words to both of his songs. my favorite lyric from the Doctor of Thugonomics era was like a broken needle, kid, you're missing the point. I always thought that was a very clever line.
I thought of another song.
What's that?
The Nexus's original theme song.
Oh, it was so good. I also listen to that song constantly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up because that was a great song. We'll move on because I have so many that I'm trying to remember and can't remember, and that doesn't make for good podcasting.
Yeah, fair.
Speaking of music, how about your favorite live music entrance? Like where they had the band playing their song.
There's a few different ones. I know I really liked WrestleMania 21 when Triple H had Motorhead playing.
Yes, that felt like such a cool moment because Motorhead had been so close to him for so long, had been associated with him for so long, and then them being there.
Actually,
like,
yes.
Lemmy and him rocking out. Fuck yeah. It was awesome. Another one I want to bring up that's very recent is Rhea Ripley's entrance with Motionless in White at WrestleMania 40.
It was this one. It was the one this year, right?
Yeah.
The WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
I believe it was 40.
Yeah, 40. I'm really bad with numbers, and it was the last one. I should remember that, and it was 40, like a nice even number. I should remember that. Terrible at it.
I wish I could count.
I told my son Bryant that today when we were at the store. He said, we got 3 things. I'm like, we got way more than 3 things, my dude. He's like, how many? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to count. He just looked at me silly. I was like, I don't know. Dad's dumb. Oh man. But that's so good. Chris Motionless is but he kind of just looks like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, he looks like a male Rhea Ripley. It almost makes me wonder if maybe she took some inspiration from him.
Probably. Wait, I think Rhea Ripley's hot, right?
I assume.
So, does that mean? Never mind. Let's not think about this too much. Anyway. Another one is Rey Mysterio with POD.
Oh yeah.
Weird God, 6'1". And I remember the outfit he had on was sick. It was like the feathers.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was dope. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's something we never talked about. Like, who had the coolest entrance gear?
Ooh.
But you didn't ask you didn't answer your favorite live music entrance, or did you?
I said Triple H was.
Shit. But yeah, that's something we could talk about. Our favorite like entrance gear.
Ooh, entrance gear. This one's actually tough.
Rey Mysterio definitely is up there because he has some.
Yeah,
fucking
especially
awesome
at the Manias.
Yeah, he always brings the heat for the Latino heat. Anyways, speaking of that, if we're talking entrance gear, Eddie Guerrero with his fucking lowriders was always dope.
Well, you know, I'm a big fan of Seth Rollins with his.
Thing is, people are gonna shit on you, may shit on you for that because people make fun of him. I think the Drip King never loses. The Drip King never misses. Look, is it crazy? Yeah, but think of like
It's
Macho Man Randy Savage. That dude had more feathers and like fucking ruffles and everything.
What's
you know,
the things
flamboyant boas and
the
tassels.
Tassels. That's it.
That man was the king of tassels.
He had so many tassels.
Tassel game. The old Cowboys could never. So what do you think? Best entrance gear?
That's a tough one. There are so many. Like I said, Seth Rollins is up there.
I think
I did like his gold and white, like Power Ranger entrance gear he had that one year. When was it?
I don't remember.
But you know the one I'm talking
I do.
about.
Shawn Michaels also, his like really cool like chain tops and stuff. Like his shirt's made of chain, the one that got stuck in the entranceway and he had to abandon halfway down the entranceway. I always thought that was really cool though. Sure, it looked a little bit like bondage gear, but listen. Oh man. We never talked about tag team entrances.
Ooh, that is true. I'm a big fan of the Dudley Boys entrance.
Hell yeah. My favorite will always be Degeneration X.
Oh,
and here's the spicy opinion on that. I like Shawn and Triple H more than their entrance more than the New Age Outlaws entrance. And I know everybody is like, holy shit, the New Age Outlaws have the best entrance of all time.
The New Age Outlaw, on bit of a hot take here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad entrance. But the only part everyone really likes, like absolutely loves. Oh, you didn't know?
Your ass better tell somebody. Hell yeah. But the speech that they always did is what everybody thinks. But I like the I don't know, I like the Triple H and Shawn Michaels shtick better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's I don't know. Oh man.
I don't know about you, Josh, but I think it's been too long since the tangent.
I know. We've been staying on topic so well.
I hate it.
We need a good tangent.
What kind of beer are you?
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
The champagne of beers?
That's what it says on the can.
So it does.
Listen, it's the best. We're sponsored by him, so we have. You got that sponsorship. You got that sponsorship right.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, we are not sponsored.
Why am I drinking this shitty beer then? Shit. Also, why would I have to drink it if it's an audio-only podcast? Fuck.
Listen to that sip. Welcome back to Josh and Rusty's ASMR experience.
All right.
No.
It's an ASMR and what's that? A mukbang video. It's an ASMR mukbang video, which sounds.
I never understood the appeal of mukbangs.
You just eat as much food as you can.
Oh,
it's got to be a kink, right? Like it can't be anything other than a kink.
I mean, isn't that kind of what ASMR is as well?
Probably.
Like at least a little.
How's my voice? Is it smooth enough for you?
You like jazz?
You like jazz? What about your favorite like return entrance? And by that I mean like, from injury or just like surprise, like nobody expected this person to show up, that kind of thing.
So the big factor's got to be surprise, is what you're saying. I remember John Cena in the 2008 Royal Rumble.
That was one of mine.
Oh, crap.
No, that's a good one.
Our darn hive mind.
Oh, re-recording this is great. No, that's one of my favorites. Like the crowd pop was insane.
Weren't they expecting him to be gone another like 6 months?
Yeah, but he's superhuman and heals like fucking Deadpool.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
All the Cena haters must have been so angry.
You know what's funny? The crowd, even at that time, was very split. Like, boo, yay, Cena. But when he returned, they instantly exploded.
What? Cena?
And then I think half of them were like, "Oh shit, I was supposed to hate him." Oh man, dude, his returns have always been bangers, but that one was crazy.
Yeah, that was peak.
Yeah. The entrance was also really cool because it was a weird entrance way, where like the entrance was like right by the ring.
Yeah. And JR sold that, so
yeah,
he sold that to hell.
Yeah, JR was so good at that.
It's John Cena.
Edge's return at the Rumble. Edge's return at the Rumble was so good.
Yes.
Yes. That was completely unexpected.
Right.
And then him winning?
Yeah, that was nuts.
A one-off return. We expected it to be a one-off. Edge was definitely felt like a one-off. Like it didn't feel like he's back. It felt like, oh my god, he's entering the Royal Rumble. He's gonna like make a one-off. And then he won. We're like, what the fuck? He's back? Holy shit! And then he put out one hell of a match with Randy Orton.
Right.
Oh man, that Falls Count Anywhere match was crazy. We were like, every time he took a crazy bump, we were like, no, you've killed him. Oh
no. Stop, please.
It literally never lost a step.
I do think, didn't they have a match where they marketed it as the greatest wrestling match of all time?
What, between
Randy Orton and Edge?
Yeah, I think that match they were like, it's
I'm pretty sure they marketed it as the greatest wrestling match ever.
Yeah, or something like
and
that.
I thought that was so stupid.
It was good.
It was
good,
oversold.
It was hella oversold.
Like, haven't you ever heard the phrase "under promise and over deliver"?
Yeah. The issue with pro wrestling is you can't under promise too much because then nobody will watch it.
That's kind of true about it. Anytime you try to sell something to people in general.
Yeah, you gotta sell it enough to get people to buy it, but not oversell it. The Hardys at WrestleMania, when you felt like New Day was about to put themselves in a match, and then they're like,
"Nope." Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure that was the one where you and I went, where you were over at my house watching it.
Yeah. Yep, it was. We were like, holy shit!
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was you, me, Reese,
your mom,
my mom,
which sounds like your mom.
I mean, it's our house.
Yeah,
and
your
she's
dog.
A fan. Was Summit there?
Oh yeah, he was laying on my feet.
Was he?
It's the first day I ever met him, and we became best friends.
That's
remember?
Right.
Yeah, that big old guy laid right on my feet. He was a good guy.
Man, we've been at Summit longer than I thought.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, he's turning like 16 this year.
Yeah. That was a good WrestleMania, though. I guess, I don't know if I remember if it was a good WrestleMania. It's a good match, though.
Yeah.
And Jeff and Matt returning was crazy. Like, that pop was also one of the craziest pops I've ever heard.
Man, our whole living room popped during that entrance.
Dude, I jumped up. I think I
I
think
think
your
we
dog
all
was like,
did.
"What the fuck?
I think we all
What's
did.
going on? I'm excited now."
No, this is Summit's voice.
Oh,
Oh, what are you doing, Josh?
oh, everybody's so excited. I don't know why, but I'm also gonna jump up and down.
I don't know who those guys are, but I'm happy to see them too.
I love dogs. They're the best.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the room jumped up.
Well, let's move on to our last top. Well, our second to last
Last
topic,
topic.
because there's one that we're.
Yeah, we're saving the best for last.
Yeah, of course, of course. What is your favorite like one-off entrance? Like,
I'm gonna let you go first because I think we have the same one, and I don't want to risk stealing from you again.
oh man, my mind is blank though. I was hoping you'd.
Are you sure? WrestleMania 25.
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels has the
When he came down
Yeah.
with the God motif.
Yeah, the white Undertaker like whole outfit. It was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, that was pretty
It was
sick.
very cool. He was like, I'm the good and he's the evil, and that's how this is going. And evil won.
Yay!
Yay, evil!
evil! Evil! Evil!
Good. Ew.
More like nerds.
More like a fucking nerd. Ooh, New Day coming out of a cereal box was pretty fucking cool, actually.
Weren't they also dressed like Saiyans from Dragon
Yes,
Ball
they
Z?
fucking were. It made no sense, and I loved it. It was so good, though.
Saiyans coming out of a cereal box.
It didn't make any sense at all. It made as much sense as any anime I've ever seen.
There is nothing cereal related in Dragon Ball Z.
Well, what I'd like to do sometime is bring somebody on the show who's not a wrestling fan.
Just whine incessantly about how much English dubs suck compared to the subs.
I prefer dubs.
See, don't say that or you're not going to pass as an anime fan.
I prefer actually the what's the abridged? I prefer the abridged versions.
Oh, have you seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Some of it, yeah, it's really good.
Oh, you need to watch it.
It's so funny.
Entirety. It's so good.
Uncle
See,
Iroh also is like the iciest, fucking coolest dude. I just have to say, he's so fucking cool.
Are you trying to
No,
put
I'm
me into a trap?
dead ass. I mean it.
Well, no, because I don't want to be that guy. I
What?
don't want to be that guy.
What, you don't like Uncle Iroh?
No, I like Uncle Iroh. But Avatar isn't an anime. I don't want to be that guy. I'm sorry I'm that guy right now.
Wait a minute.
But no, Uncle Iroh.
Uncle Iroh's not from Dragon Ball Z.
No, he's from Bleach.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, here. We'll talk about my favorite anime then.
Cory in the House.
Cory in the House. God damn it.
It's a great spin-off of its original anime, Not So Raven.
Okay. That was fucking
Seinfeld is
perfect.
the real best anime.
Oh my god, the worst show of all time.
It is pretty stupid. Isn't it?
Dude, Jerry Seinfeld was never funny. You heard me. Look, listen to me, podcast. Jerry Seinfeld isn't and never has been funny.
What has he even done since the B movie?
Not shit. I will say I really like the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee series, but you could replace Jerry with fucking anybody. It's all about the guest and the cars.
He also dated a high schooler.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I saw a video the other day. It's like, I'm convinced that if Google had been invented earlier, not a single one of Jerry Seinfeld's jokes would have worked. Like,
have you ever seen those live streams on YouTube? I think they're on YouTube. Of it's either YouTube or Twitch, maybe both. But somebody has like an AI constantly making animated episodes of Seinfeld.
it's like ongoing.
Yeah, like it's just a live stream constantly making it's either constantly making new episodes of Seinfeld or making one really long Seinfeld episode.
I mean, to be fair, it is a show about nothing.
Yeah, true.
That's
So it
actually
works.
the fucking tagline.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Whatever.
It's stupid.
I watched quite a bit, always thinking like, "Oh, this is supposed to be funny, so I'm gonna watch this," and like,
Yeah, same. I've watched probably about a dozen episodes of Seinfeld.
yeah,
Never even cracked a smile.
yeah.
I do not understand the appeal of Seinfeld.
The only person I ever thought was funny was Kramer, and then he turned out to be a racist. I was like, "Oh no!"
Not even Kramer. Seriously, I am not joking. I have watched probably about a dozen episodes of Seinfeld. Never made me laugh once.
Yeah, that tracks. All right, now we're just shitting on Jerry Seinfeld on a wrestling podcast.
And I'm fine with that.
This is the most ADHD
He is
episode we've
nuts.
ever done. We've been recording for an hour and a
Oh, man.
half.
I think maybe, let's see. We talked about
All right.
one-offs.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Now,
let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home with this. I know you said who your favorite entrance is, but you're wrong.
Yes, I'm aware.
Why is Titus World Slide actually your favorite entrance of all time?
Do you think people got to remember that, right?
If you
People have to remember.
if
Titus
you
World
don't
Slide.
know Titus O'Neil's entrance into the Greatest Royal Rumble by name only,
Just YouTube.
YouTube Titus World Slide.
Yeah, just Titus O'Neil, Greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay, we're gonna pause literally so you can go watch it.
So go do it now, and then when you unpause, we'll.
No, we're in real time give them some silent.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should mute the mic so we're not just sitting here staring at each other in silence.
Okay, now we'll give you time to laugh. So here's a little bit more silent time.
There you go.
Okay, now why is that your favorite entrance? Because that is the greatest entrance of all time.
Poor Titus.
Poor fucking Titus. The fact that he completely disappears under the ring is maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I actually have heard nothing but good things about Titus O'Neil.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard he's like the nicest guy ever.
Same.
But God, was that fucking funny? It's like the basics of comedy is somebody falling down. That's the basic of like physical comedy, right?
That is the most basic physical comedic joke you can make. Is somebody just falling down.
And then just put that on steroids, no pun intended, and that's Titus World Slide. I don't know how he perfectly slid all the way under the ring.
I mean, he barely missed hitting his head on the frame.
I know, honestly, this wouldn't be
It could've
nearly
been
as funny
tragic.
if it was like millimeters higher. It would have been tragic. Well, at least he would have cracked his head open. Maybe he wouldn't have like seriously injured himself, but he would have been bleeding.
But we are lucky enough to live in the timeline where this is funny.
So fucking funny.
This is the best timeline for that reason.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know this all their shit sucks, but at least we had Titus World Slide. And with that, you know,
I think we're gonna be okay.
yeah. I mean, the world is dying. The oceans are rising. Politics. That's all I'm gonna say about politics.
You know, politics exist.
Yeah, but we got Titus World Slide, so really, isn't everything kind of okay?
It's a net win.
Yeah, it's a net win. Well, remember, guys, if you have cosplay or nerdy needs, as I've been calling it lately, remember to go to wolfgarprops.com. That's WULFGAR props.com. Use promo code NERDDAD5 off, NERDDAD 5 OFF at checkout for 5% off your order. That helps us keep this podcast going. Anyways, that helps us out and keeps the lights on us, so to speak. So definitely go over there. We got over 300 products at Wolfgar. It's insane. And if you can't find what you're looking for, they do custom commissions as well. So make sure if you do a custom commission, you tell them where you heard about them and give us some props there too. So other than that, Russ, do you got anything? No. Makes me laugh every time. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, and hopefully the next episode won't be quite as ADHD, but I have a funny feeling it will be.
It will.
Because we may or may not be recording it in 2 minutes.
Thanks for listening to Josh and Rusty's book review hour. Also Seinfeld hate.
All right. Podcast out.